Yo, 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 yo. What's good, y'all? What's good, dialoguers? I hope y'all been well. It's your boy, MineDialogue. And yet again, I'm back on the scene, y'all. Back on the scene. A little bit serene, but always relatively keen to all the charting schemes. So, as you can see, I was just looking at a couple things this morning on the charts. It looks like gold just had a breakout that I entered off of. And I have a profit taking target right up here for 3,000. I haven't put in a stop loss just yet. But if you all remember, this is just going to be a really brief update real quick. Let me see here. Let me see if the 5-minute captures it better. But essentially what happened was, so I'm now on a 5-minute time frame, which is one of the lower time frames. So what happened was, we did this whole sequence here when we went above. We went above the bearish volume imbalance, which is the first thick purple area here you see. Let me zoom in just slightly. And then there was a bullish, I think, what's that, volume imbalance or fair value gap up here? I can't remember. I think it was a volume imbalance as well. So we had a bearish volume imbalance, and just to reiterate, a bearish volume imbalance is essentially when, like for example, let's say it took place on a 5-minute. Once one 5-minute candle closed, right, the next one opens below it, leaving a gap in the middle. So essentially, they were probably selling off really aggressively or so fast that it left orders behind, and that creates a void or a gap from one 5-minute candle to the next 5-minute candle. And this could happen on any time frame. Essentially, I'm just giving the 5-minute candle as an example because that's what time frame we're currently on. And then vice versa, or conversely, the bullish volume imbalance is opposite, where price action is going up. So from one 5-minute candle going up to the next one, it does it in a very fast fashion, at such fast acceleration that it leaves a gap or a void or an imbalance there that has to get traded back through at some point in the future. So they did this whole sequence here. We went up above. Remember, that was the initial point of interest for me on the higher time frames. We closed above it, then they swept highs, did a little small reversal, came back up and did it again, and then we pushed down, came all the way over here. It kind of made this M pattern, and then it essentially started going into a channel-like sequence. So just to kind of give you real quick, so let's say if we were in real time, and we were on the 5-minute, for me, I would have been able to detect this channel by, I would say, I'm going to give you the reference points for the channel. So this is a low right here. So I would have been able to detect this channel by, it started here at, what's that, 6:50 p.m. Is that accurate? Yeah, 6:50 p.m. And we got a reference point at 7:35 p.m. So I would have been able to detect the bottom portion of it, and then the top portion would have been detected here. So those would be your reference points. So they essentially were ping-ponging inside of this channel. They trading folks call it a falling wedge, and I could see how that looks, because essentially you have price action ping-ponging inside of this channel, and then if you're able to create some trend lines, you're essentially going into a wedge slash corner, so it falls into the wedge but ends up popping out or breaking out at some point. So you had them operating inside of this channel till they got support off of, I believe this was another channel. So it was kind of two channels working in concert with each other, right? So you even got like this descending head and shoulders pattern, right? So you got, look at this head and shoulder pattern. You got here, 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 and here, which is essentially like a W pattern, right? So this would essentially be your head right here, and these are your shoulders right here, right? So you got like this head and shoulder pattern, and you can see the head portion essentially manipulates outside of this bigger channel that these blue parallel descending lines are creating. So I just wanted to point that out. So you had this bigger channel, right, that we were going inside of, and then a smaller channel was created here. And you saw we went inside of here, finally came up. So we tagged down here 1, 2, 3. On the fourth time, they started going up to break through, right? And then look what happened as a result. We are flying. So let me take off some of this stuff, because I know the charts are a little messy right now. I know some people like to visually look at it a little bit cleaner. So yeah, we're essentially flying right now. Let me go on to hourly so you can see a little bit clearer. Yeah, we are headed to the destination that we talked about from early on, when we hit that critical trend line from all the way down here. And you see we took a couple fractal piece trades. Some of them I missed out on, but you can see this move. You can take some nice trades off of that move that happened. So that's what I'm watching right now. You even almost have another bull flag potentially that was set up. That's part of why we got this aggressive move here. So let's see if we can detect the bull flag. Yet again, another one. So I want to draw it from, I like it from right here. And then we use that smaller trend line to act as the flag portion. And again, you get the same sequence where the channel portion creates the flag, you get support here at that top tip, and you get takeoff. So that's what's going on with gold right now. I got a profit target up here. Let me see if I could. I'm gonna see if I could I'm gonna reload this real quick. I really don't want to set a stop loss right now. Of course, this internet's moving a little slower than I'd like, so I apologize for that. Come on, y'all, let's go. Waiting for it to load up, y'all. So as that's loading up, what's Sofi doing right now? So Sofi is currently dipping into this bullish volume fair value gap right now. So there's we'll see what happens. This is on the weekly time frame, so they could be doing a couple things. They could be coming in here, getting as low as the base of this bullish fair value gap, which is the bottom here. They could be coming inside of here to balance out for support to continue up. We're currently rejecting off of the weekly open. We rejected off of it a couple times and are getting sent down. So they could be coming down here. If we close at the end of the week below this trend line, we can possibly get sent lower, down as low as this 62%, which should be the last level that will hold us up. Or they could just be doing a manipulation run where they come down into the bullish fair value gap, and then next week they pop right back up and end up closing above, and they continue on with their run. So we'll see. I've done some analysis, but I haven't spent enough time on SoFi to really give you what I really think will happen. I need more of a narrative, but I just wanted to show you based on the previous assessment we did from before, kind of the bigger, more long-term context assessment. Let's see what SPY is doing. Let me close some of this stuff out because this internet is sucking right now. It's probably because I'm not, here, let's wait. Probably because I'm not in the best place in my apartment to get the best internet. See, gold is still going slow finally. Alright, so gold is taking off. Let me turn the, what is this thing doing? Alright, now so the paper trading hasn't loaded up yet. What is this on? This is on SPX and SPY. Let's save that. This thing is taking forever. Give me a second, y'all. Alright, y'all. We're going to take a pause for a moment. Alright, y'all. We are back at it. So we got it as high as over like 1K, and now they're getting some reprieve. We're now only up 5 something. I'm gonna let this play out. In all honesty, this was too much of a burst move. Unless something happened in the news that I particularly didn't know about, this is just a reprieve in my opinion. This was such a burst. Look at this burst move that took place. Again, you got this like W pattern that's set up, and then we just took off as a result. All right. But I'm gonna let this do what it do or whatnot. Let me take this flag off, take all this extra stuff off. So we'll let gold play out and get all its stuff out of its system. Let me go on the hours, see what we're looking like. So yeah, we broke up out of this area. This was a more intermediate trend line that was created. We broke up above nicely, and it's about 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the 1 hour. And so we're about to get 2 closes above that trend line. So I'm very confident that we're going to go up to address this trend line, even if they want to play like games in the short term. So that's what gold is looking like. Things are looking pretty good. Now Bitcoin, I missed out on a couple trades on Bitcoin because I had an order set for us to go down. It didn't grab it, so I missed out on the move to go down. It came pretty close to lower ADR, as you can see. This is on the 4 hour, and then there was a nice entry. I wasn't paying enough attention to really see where the entry was, but they made nice lows there, close to lower ADR, and then popped up because we broke out of this wedge here. They came down very nicely off of that, came down even lower, and now they went back up and are currently going back down. So currently right now, it looks like if I extend these to the right, it's really looking like a very strong double manipulation that took place. So we'll see what happens. They could get support off of this trend line right here. Let me change this to Let's change this to orange. They could get support off of the orange trend line, which it looks like that's what they're doing because we're currently above here. And there's a little under 2 hours left on this 4-hour time frame. But you can see they manipulated out of here one time, right? Came down heavy. And then now we're back up above. We swept upper ADR areas. And now it looks like they're coming back down. So let's get out of that. I already told you what's going on with Sofi. They're getting some nice support off of that bullish fair value gap right now. SPY, ooh, is coming down beautifully. Oh my gosh. I wish I actually paid enough attention to want to trade SPY. I saw this earlier. Look at this. We wicked and manipulated above this 3-hour level 2 here. And it got sent down beautifully as a result. It's a nice move down right there. Again, you got like this head and shoulder pattern. But before all of that, I'm on a 10-minute time frame right now. Before all of that, you got like this trend line that was created like off of the shoulder area, right? Let's make it a little bigger so you can see. Let's put this up slightly. So look at that. Got boom, lower high over here. You got your head portion up here. So this is like a really big head and shoulder where it looks like the right side of the shoulder came down lower. They went up into this neck area and came down. So let's see if we can identify the head and shoulder pattern here. You got let me do better than that. This is a janky drawing. Let me do better, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to give y'all a janky drawing here. Let's do this. We got boom, 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 boom. We came all the way down there. Oopsie. My bad, I didn't get to draw that bottom portion, but essentially you see it already. Got your head up here. Come on, y'all not giving me stuff I'm trying to draw. Got your head here. You got your shoulder area here. Got your other shoulder area here. So you got that nice head and shoulder right there. So basically, this was a huge manipulation above these key levels I had here. So they had that open, they had that level, the 3-hour level 2. Let's see how high they got. Let's go on a higher time frame real quick. How much time we got left? All right, 14 minutes. Let's go on the 4-hour and see how this looked. Wow, just look at that. Look, that was a clear manipulation. Now, this is what you call like when this is what they do when they're really trying to make a very strong momentum move in the opposite direction, but they don't want people to tag along. You can see on the 4-hour, these levels here I had, look how high above they went, right? But this trend line up here caught it. That's why I like to have trend lines, all over, because, it'll catch certain things that are happening. So they hit up here, and again, looks like they swept it possibly, or just hit a double top, and it sold down really hard. Slick, slick, slick. This is slick stuff, y'all. And look at the daily. The daily, they don't even see. These are the manipulation tricks that I'm talking about. On the daily time frame, you have no bodies above those levels. All you have is a wick exposed. Clear manipulation. And then we come all the way back down here. We're probably gonna, it looks like we want to come back down all the way down, like short term to this 50%, 625 level. More intermediate longer term, like a week, the longest possibly, we can easily be back down here at 622, it looks like, because this clear path with all these trend lines, you see this open area, like even if we took time and came down, we could come back close to this area here. So that's what's going on as it relates to SPY. I wish I was like really paying attention to catch that move, but I'm not trying to force things these days. Like, if my head isn't in the game to take a live trade, I don't want to force anything. It's a nice move, high probability I could have caught it, but my head just wasn't there to actually take that live trade. Let's go to, let's see, Lilly. So, my cousin was telling me he sometimes likes to trade Eli Lilly and Tesla. So I want to take a brief look at Eli Lilly. See how much time we got. A little over 10 minutes. So let's see if we can do a quick higher time frame analysis on Eli Lilly to see what's going on. Eli Lilly is expensive as a mother. Let's go on the weekly so we can really see like what's going on with Eli Lilly. Oh wow. Look at this. Wow. On the Eli Lilly's weekly time frame, which means that every candle you see on here represents one whole week of trading. Right? So this is a very strong time frame, because if you'd imagine, right, if you think about currently, if I go just right here in this piece of the chart, you wouldn't think that it was that long, but this is way back in 2023. So we're talking about over 3 years ago. So off rip, when I look at the charts like this, I can easily see that Eli Lilly is making a bull flag. So let's draw this bull flag out real quick, which means that they're gonna be going up higher most likely. Let's draw this bull flag out. Go. You got that bull flag there, right? So that's your bull flag. So there's a high probability they're going to come higher, but they might get some reprieve before. So we can draw like a trend line here. Let's see what we can catch. All right, so Eli Lilly looks like they had this manipulation here, another manipulation here. So 2 up top, 2 down bottom, right? These are manipulations right here, because if you look at the channel that they're operating inside of, they're trying to play games. So do a quick measurement down at the base or the stem of this flag to see what happens, where we are in the sequence. And look at that, the 38%, right? So I measured it from bottom to top. So my starting point was from 1 down here at 309.72 to the top, or the 0 point of 973.16. You're 38%, which is your first line of support, shows up right here at 719.73. And if you look what we've done already, they manipulated below here, popped back up hard, manipulated slightly again, and now they're back up above it. So if we come and hit it again, there's a strong probability they are going to pop back up, and we're at that tip of the flag. So, and they also have this trend line to hold them up. So if they break through here, they might come down, start ping-ponging going down. But all in all, like, I don't see them getting lower than this 563. They're probably not even gonna get that low, to be honest. Like, unless something's about to happen in the larger economy or market, especially around healthcare. I don't really see them like losing these levels. They're probably gonna looking to get support to go back up. So let's see here. So yeah, right now this is the weekly time frame. Let's see what's going on the 4-hour so we can get a better idea. So look at this. You see that? Look at that support they're getting. So you got a smaller wedge that's taking place. So you got this. Let's change this color. And I don't want to extend it. Let's change it to black. All right. So you got this. You got like a this wedge taking place right here. You got this wedge taking place, so they're probably gonna bounce up here. So we'll see what's gonna happen with them. 6 minutes left. So this is what's happening with Eli Lilly right now. It looks like they want to go back up, but we are creating lower highs. So you got these highs up here, a lower high here, and then these very obvious lower highs down here. So again, I would need to spend an entire video kind of doing some analysis on Eli Lilly, but I would say, let's see, I want to see if I can catch a key area before we end this video. All right, I like this. I love this area right here. So check this out. We got a bearish fair value gap right here, and they're getting support off of it beautifully. We're gonna make this blue. Look at what happened here. So this bearish fair value gap on the weekly time frame. Let's change this. No, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. So, oops, I'm sorry, y'all. It's supposed to be red to signify bearishness. All right, so this bearish fair value gap here, but at the base of this blue line on the weekly time frame, they're getting some really beautiful support here. Let me signify and show you where exactly so we're talking about this area right here. They manipulated below it already. I really like this area. I'm going to extend this. They might want to come down all the way. They might want to pop up and break above this. I really like this support area right here. So we're going to see what happens, folks. This is just a little quick look at Eli Lilly. We'll jump into a longer video, but I appreciate y'all joining. As always, please support the channel. Like, subscribe, comment, share, donate to the Cash App if you feel so inclined. It is MineDialogue. Email is MineDialogue, one word, .business@gmail.com. MineDialogue.business@gmail.com. These are just brief, quick looks at what I'm seeing on some of these tickers, but we can definitely get more in depth. I'll do a more in-depth look at Eli Lilly as well as Tesla and some other stocks as well. But yeah, comment what you'd like to see, and let me know what you think. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day on purpose. I'll give you an update later on what that gold trade is looking like. Currently up 600 right now. And enjoy your Tuesday. Love.